As we head into the holiday time, we can get overwhelmed with everything that needs to be done, from work to hosting family and friends. Well, Dr. Sekandari of Transforming Anxiety Online is here to help with our mental health. Doctor, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Listen, we got a lot going on, and we know that our mental health is going to be pushed to the limits.
Yes.
I love that Transforming Anxiety Online is here for you to help out, but you have some tips for us, and you're calling them snacks, which are very important for people to understand. And like we were talking a little bit before about how, listen, these snacks are important. The world's not going to end if you take care of your mental health, and that's what's so important.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that when they do take these little health snacks throughout the day, that they are actually more focused and more efficient throughout the day. So as a psychologist, obviously, I'm very big on prioritizing your mental health. And it's so simple to do with just 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, or even like setting your alarm on your phone to every hour, just pausing and taking a deep breath. That actually helps reset your internal central nervous system and helps you focus more and just breathing. Like, a lot of people don't breathe enough, but people think that they have to meditate for an hour or do yoga for an hour, and so they don't do it because it's overwhelming. Yeah. But doing these little 5-minute snacks, health snacks, can help you mentally and physically. So 5 minutes of yoga, 2 minutes of meditation. It's like brushing our teeth, right? We don't do an hour of brushing our teeth on the weekend. We do it 2 to 4 minutes a day.
Yeah, and I know some people are like, well, what's 5 minutes of yoga going to help me? It's actually going to do a lot, because you've actually taken a break. You're focusing on something else that's going to make you feel good, and that's a little stretch and stuff like that. And that's why we do these little breaks. Right. We were talking, of course, like I said, taking these breaks means the world's not going to end. That means you're taking care of yourself, and that's what we need to do, right?
You're actually creating a sense of calm, so you're not in a panic that the world isn't going to end. But when you said something about it makes you feel good, so that's really key. I've been doing the sun salutation yoga stretch every day for 20 years. And the reason I do it is because it makes me feel good. So it's really important to connect that emotion to it. So we're not going to want to do something like, I hate running. There's no way I'm going to be committing a lifetime of running for 5 minutes a day, right? So if I'm going to choose something that's going to make me feel good, a yoga 5-minute stretch can take literally like 5 minutes, like I said, but it makes you feel so good.
Yeah. One thing we're saying, don't take 5 minutes and look at social media.
Right, this isn't about that. That's not the health snack I'm talking about.
Yeah.
These are things that you're doing to prioritize your mental health, to actually invest in yourself. It's like little deposits you're making. So if you're putting it's like little deposits that we're making into our health, our mental health. So every day you're putting in like 5 minutes here and there. Before you know it, you've actually accumulated a lot.
Yeah, and that's what's so important there. Let's go again, a couple of the snacks you said. One is, of course, just stopping and taking a deep breath.
Right, just so simple, just taking a deep breath. I mean, if you're stopping in a stoplight, just look and put like a little breathe on the back of your little rear view mirror, and that's a good reminder to just stop and take a deep breath. We don't do that enough. Like I said, a yoga stretch, 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of stretching, 5 minutes of running, I guess, if you want to do that, or a 5 to 10 minute walk throughout the day is much better than saving it all for the end of the night or on the weekend.
Yeah, and there you go, right there. And you know what? We have the watches, we have our alarms now that we can easily set. They're there right for you, and you can set them at the beginning of the week, and it's all done to take those 5-minute breaks there, and just a reminder, which is so important.
So simple.
So also, let's remind people where they can get a hold of you on this great new platform you have, because you know how people do have those busy schedules, but this is great here. This is actually 5 minutes just to kind of like contact you and to talk a little bit.
Right, they can find me on transforminganxiety.com. I'm also on social media, on Instagram at Dr. Nafisa Sekandari, Dr._Nafisa_Sekandari. They can find me there as well.
I like that. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Doctor.